All right, we back, y'all. We back. This story is about Joe Frazier. When I was boxing up at Joe Frazier's up in Philadelphia, up North Philly. And what year was that? I'm gonna say 2021, 2022, something like that. I was up Joe Frazier's boxing, right, y'all? I came from the late Johnny Cakes. I shaded the king, Johnny Cakes. That was my grandfather, yeah, y'all. He taught me everything I know when it come to hand-to-hand combat. Even before I got into the game, I was always athletic. Karate, baseball, football, name it. Your man's was in it. You know what I'm saying? So, back to Joe Frazier's and shit. You know what I mean? My grandfather got sick. So he was down at that point. He was down at that point. And good morning, how you doing? All right. There he is. What's going on? How are you, family? I heard that. I heard that.
Trying to get it, fam. That's it.
That's all I'm doing. You know how we do. You know how we do. Love you, baby. Yup. So I was up Joe Frazier's, y'all, and my grandfather had got sick, so I said, damn, I gotta find another gym. There wasn't no really gyms around here to get me where I wanted to get at, if you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know how they say you gotta sometimes travel out. Morning! All right? Nah, I mean, so, it brings me to, like I said, I've always been athletic all my life and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I get up Joe Frazier's, looking for a gym. Start training out of. You know how they say, if you want to prosper, you got to go out your zone sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did, y'all. I was going up Joe Frazier's faithfully. Faithfully, you hear me? Faithfully. I think I did that for 7 months straight. $90 a month, that's how much it was. Fuck it, I'm traveling from Chester to North Philly, up Joe Frazier's. I'm following my career, pursuing my career, right? Pursuing my career. Grand Rising, beloved. Grand Rising, Ra. So I'm pursuing my career, and you know, everything is going as planned. You know, I see Melvin Frazier, Joe Frazier's son. He called me Chester when I'm up there. They was calling me Chester. So I would go in the morning time. Like, they open up at 12. That's the morning schedule. And then you got your evening classes. But I wasn't doing evening because I wasn't traveling on that highway doing traffic. So I would get up there at 12, a little before 12. So when they open up at 12, I'm walking through the door. You heard? I'm dedicated to this shit, y'all. This is all I did all my life. Right? So, boom. Shout out to Val. Val was a trainer up Joe Frazier's. Whoever from Philly and know about Joe Frazier's boxing gym, you know Val. Val used to be a wrestler, but he was a trainer for Joe Frazier. Old head, he know his shit. Old head Val, he always wants you in your driver's seat. He always wants you in your driver's seat. He never wants you. He never wants you in the back seat, if you know what I'm talking about, as far as a boxer. You know, you got people that, can you drive a car in the back seat? Can you drive your car from the back seat? You sit in the back on the driver's side and drive your car? Nah, you can't do it. Well, that's how some people are in fighting. They punching from the back seat. You feel me? If you know what I mean. You punching from your back seat. Val trains you to be a driver in the driver's seat when you throwing down. You understand what I'm saying? On that Joe Frazier shit. See how Joe Frazier was? Always in the driver's seat. Always coming at you. Always throwing bombs, right? You in the driver's seat. Well, that's how Val was training me. Right? I'm southpaw, y'all. So I adapted Marvin Hagler style. Back in the day, I was a Tommy the Hitman Hearns, man. Right? I was a Tommy the Hitman Hearn, man. All the way up until he met Marvelous Marvin Hagler. When they fought. Super fight. And after that loss, Hearns took to Hagler. I adapted Marvin Hagler style because I was southpaw, right? That means I'm leading with my right when I'm fighting, y'all. I'm leading with my right. Got your right foot out in front of you. Southpaw. I'm jabbing with my right. I'm jabbing. Jabbing. Uppercuts. Straight jabs. Uppercut. Right hook. Left hook. Right? So, I hooks up with Joe Frazier. Now I'm in the driver's seat. And this is no exaggeration, y'all. I've been training down there all my life. Right? And my grandfather been training me, right? Even before the boxing shit. We would, he had gloves, and he had them in the closet. And when me and my cousins go over the crib, he'll pull the gloves out and let us get it in, you know what I'm saying, in the yard. With the neighborhood, some of the neighborhood young men, and everything. It was all love. So, we knew some basic shit back then, and like I said, I was always athletic. Karate, kung fu. I went through all that shit, right? Karate school, the kung fu suit, the ninja suits, and all that. The first ninja in the path, y'all. I can reveal it now. If y'all can remember, in Highland Gardens back in early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, it was a ninja in the path. That motherfuckers would go to see the ninja in the path that leads you to going towards the fairground, leaving out Highland Gardens. Well, behold, me and my boy started that. He was another person that was in the karate. Me and him would train together. So we became the ninjas in the path. All black ninja shit. And we chasing motherfuckers and shit. But let me get back to the topic, Joe Frazier. So, boom. Val got me in the driver's seat. So, you know, I meet Joe Frazier a few times. He come in. Like, I want to see some boxing. I want to see some boxing every time he come in. Cowboy hat on. Much energy, right? Cool. I'm like, damn. Fucking Joe Frazier right here in the building. I said, bitch, I'm about to put on a show. You heard? Shit. So he like, yeah, I told him my age and all that. He like, your bus is a little late, running late. Why your bus running late? I'm like, you know what I mean? No connections. No connections like that. Told him the story with my grandfather, you know, how he got sick. So he like, damn, your bus running a little late. So he said, all right. Boom. Yo, I've been training, y'all, with my grandfather in the gym. When I hit Joe Frazier training shit, it was different. It was different, y'all. I mean, to the point where at night when I was asleep, I was throwing punches in my sleep, ladies and gentlemen. No bullshit. At the time, my daughter, mom, she can verify for y'all. Man, I'm throwing punches in my sleep. Just the shit Joe Frazier, the training Val had me on. This heavy ass bag Joe Frazier had. Big, heavy, solid joint. Know what I'm saying? Yo, When I tell y'all, I was throwing punches when I was asleep, in my sleep. I was throwing punches in my sleep, man. No bullshit. So, I mean, no headaches or nothing. Because Joe wanted to see some sparring. You know what I mean? I ain't had no headaches, but my head was tight. My shit was tight as a motherfucker. You heard? But now, my mind and brain is strictly on go. On boxing go time, right? No bullshit, y'all. So, I come up. So, Melvin Frazier, Joe Frazier's son. Melvin, he remember me. Say, Melvin, you know this dude from Chester that used to come up here? Y'all used to call him Chester, right? He gonna say, oh yeah, you feel me? So, a lot of people don't have respect for you in the beginning, but once they find out what you're about, nothing but love, and we gonna get to that. So, Melvin comes to me and was like, look, Chester, you wanna come back later on? This is my first time coming back in the evening. You wanna come back later on? And you know what I mean? We're gonna have some fights, like exhibitions. You can put on an exhibition, you know what I mean? We're gonna have some chairs, and we're gonna invite the kids from Temple College, you know what I mean, to the gym. I said, fuck it. It's my time to shine. Put my foot in the door, right? Cool, damn right. I ain't got no problem with that. I'll be back, right? This like 6:30, something like that, 6:37. First time in the evening going there. Now comes, yo, when I pulled up, I had brought my my BL with me, my brother-in-law. My daughter's mom, brother. He rode with me. So I got receipts and people to verify what I'm telling y'all. He'll tell y'all the same story. We riding up, and I'm on some, I ain't gonna tell y'all that. We riding up, though, going to the gym. When we get there, it's packed. It's packed on Broad Street. I'm like, oh shit, it's a line outside of Joe Frazier's. White students all out there. I come in, I'm like, oh shit. It looked totally different, y'all. They got chairs set up all around the ring. It looked like a whole fight night joint. Tuesday night fight type of joint, right? Boom. Come in. My first time. I see the other fighters. From there, from Philly. They don't know me, I don't know them. I see Melvin Frazier, he like Chester. He like, all right. He said, hey, he digging his wallet. He give me a crispy $100 bill. He said, Chester, you ain't had to come back. He said, Chester, you ain't had to. Now I'm saying to myself, damn, did he just set me up? He giving me $100 cash, right? Crispy $100 bill. Melvin Frazier, we was in Joe Frazier's office. He got a big picture of when he dropped Muhammad Ali in their fight, Joe Frazier. A big poster picture that he had painted that take up the whole wall. That motherfucker huge he had in his office. So whoever listening to this video, know I ain't bullshitting. They like, oh nah, he ain't bullshitting. He was in the office and everything. So, boom. He like, all right, you can go up there and get ready. So boom, I come up and go in the locker. My motherfucking locker open, y'all. Motherfucker done went in my locker. Nobody got no love for me. No, what's up? Y'all know North Philly motherfuckers hard, right? Y'all know that. Terrence Cawthorn, whoever know Terrence Cawthorn, he was at the fight when they had him. Terrence Cawthorn got a silver medal, I think in either 92, some shit like that, 92, Olympics in Atlanta. And David Reed got a gold medal. Whoever know who David Reed is, was a boxer from Philadelphia too. So Terrence Cawthorn, he in the building. Him, everybody on his nuts and shit. I ain't getting no love. You heard? Motherfucker done broke into my locker. I ain't got shit in there anyway. I know not to keep shit in them fucking lockers. You put a lock on it, motherfucker gonna knock that lock right the fuck off. Shit, my shit is in my bag. I bring my shit with me. If I got anything in the locker, bitch, it ain't shit. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? Hardcore North Philly. So I get suited up, booted, boom. I ain't getting no love. I'm getting all stare downs and shit. Who the fuck is this nigga? You know what I'm saying? So, boom. Next thing you know, boom, it's my turn to get it in. It's packed. I said, I'ma shine on these motherfuckers. Right? Boom. Man, my man Val, like, you know what I mean, was this an exhibition? Don't, you know what I mean? Don't give it your all. This, put on a show for the people. Y'all know when you're doing an exhibition, you don't want to hurt your mans, whoever you sparring, which was my man that I met up there named Carrie. Carrie. You know what I'm saying? Carrie from North Philly. So, Carrie was coming down during the morning times too. Nice. From North Philly. You know them North Philly motherfuckers can fight, y'all. Most of them can anyway, so. He like, you gonna carry, you gonna get it in. I'm like, all right. Bet. Me and Carrie can get it in. It's packed. I done drawed the crowd of motherfuckers from Temple University, the Young Bucks. I mean, they all like, you know, them white folks, they be into that shit. They calling my name. You know what I'm saying? I'm hyped. I'm like that. So, meanwhile, in between time, get in the ring. It's an exhibition. I told y'all that. So your man's trying to tee off on me. Listening to Terrence Cawthon and like, Curry, you wanna let this motherfucker come up here? You wanna let him come up here and do that to you in your own gym? Now I'm saying, oh, it was a setup. So boom. Now I'm on some resorted back to, okay, let's get it. Man, that motherfucker came in and tried to tee off. I countered that shit. Woke this motherfucker up, woke his brain up, woke his soul up, right? That motherfucker said, oh, we don't supposed to. I said, motherfucker, you throwing shit, motherfucker, is you crazy? Come back again, he tried to throw some more hard. Man, I hit this motherfucker, spun his whole goddamn headgear around, right? Spun his whole goddamn headgear around, y'all, on his head. So now you can't see shit. Tapped him. Tapped him. Sat him down, y'all, because he can't see. I'm like, man, look. Like I said with the soccer shit, they should have took the dude ankle or shin out. You know what I'm saying? So I said, okay, he want to tee off? I got something for him. I'm going to spin his whole fucking helmet, his headgear around. Man, I hit that motherfucker. Straight, what's that, the straight right, uppercut, right motherfucking hook. So it's a straight right hand, it's a left uppercut, and it's a motherfucking right hook. Spun his motherfucking headgear around. Couldn't see. His headgear was facing the other way. Right? Feel me? So, that was it. They stopped that shit, right? No bullshit, they stopped that shit, y'all. They said, oh shit, this motherfucker. Now, the crowd going off, the white boys, they going off. They snapping. They calling my name and shit, yelling my name and shit. I'm coming out the ring. And boom. As I'm coming up to go to the dressing room, guess what, y'all? Nothing but love. Nothing but love from them niggas, y'all. Chester this. What's up, Chester? Chester that. You know what I'm saying? But it goes back to, you're gonna have to put your thing now to show these motherfuckers you ain't about that bullshit, you heard? Like when you get locked up, everybody get tested. I guess that was a test. We broke into his locker. Now let's see what he working with. Carrie knocked this motherfucker out. Send him back down the highway, you know what I'm saying? It didn't work though, y'all. It didn't work. I fucked Carrie up, spun his motherfucking headgear around backwards. They stopped it. The rest was history. Chester had nothing but love up in that bitch when I left out of there. If they ain't knew who Chester was, they knew who Chester was when I left that bitch. You feel me? So Melvin Frazier, Jackie Frazier, shout out to Jackie Frazier, her daughter, or Melvin Frazier's daughter, I think she was doing the hot dogs and hot sausages and shit like that. She was like, here you go, here you go. I said to my boy, I said, you good? He was like, nah, let me get one. So I ended up getting him. I mean, she looked out for him too. But the respect, it goes to show you though that when people don't know you, they judge you until they find out what you really about. You feel me? Because I had nothing but respect after that motherfucking bout with Carrie. Even Terrence coughed on. Chester, what's up, man? Nah, man, because he knew. At that point, shit, Terrence, man, you could have got it. Man, you could have put on an exhibition in this bitch. The level I'm on some Marvin Hagler shit. On some real shit, y'all. I was on some Hagler shit. That was my idol, man, Marvin Marvelous Hagler. You know what I mean? I adapted his style, man. I watched a lot of his videos. I was studying him, y'all. Like you studying the art, you studying your career to be something. You gotta study that shit if you wanna master that shit. And I mastered Marvin Hagler style, y'all. And that's some real shit. But nothing but love for Chester. When I left that joint, we came back down the highway. Me and my BL, he couldn't stop from smiling. I guess he was smiling when I even dropped him off at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Yeah. But you know, it depends on who you know to get recognized, y'all. In any sport, y'all. If you don't got the connections, y'all, you can be good as a motherfucker. But if you don't got the connections, it's a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? It's a waste of time. And then back to Joe Frazier, how he biased. So then I asked Joe, like the following week. The following week I asked Joe, he came in. You know, they said he was bipolar, but fuck that. Fuck that. I'm black just like you, and I'm striving just how you strive to get to the top when you got to the top. So when he came and I asked him, I had brought, back then they ain't had the social media shit, so you had to get the disposable cameras. So I went up there with a disposable camera, so when I seen Joe, I'm like, damn, I can get a picture with the champ so I can have in my motherfucking archives. Boom, man, he comes in the door every time he come in. Joe, met Jimmy Ellis, Vaughn Bean that fought Evander Holyfield when Holyfield just beat Buster Douglas for the title. Vaughn Bean was up there from Delaware. I met Vaughn Bean, I met Farouk, another Muslim brother, heavyweight, these heavyweights. Jimmy Ellis, a few other boxers. But Vaughn Bean was preparing for that Holyfield fight. So Joe Frazier come in. Vaughn like, yo, Chester, I like your style. I told y'all, man, I adopted that haggler shit to the T. So from that haggler style, adopting that haggler style, I end up the haggler style to the T, y'all. I studied, I mastered it, y'all, to the T. And this the winner's boxing gym right here, y'all. Down on 3rd when I always pass it. This was my grandpop drink right here. Winner's boxing gym. It started right here, y'all. And so he come in, I said, damn. I said, Joe. Val was like, nah. He kept like waving his hand like, nah. So I'm like, Joe. He come in, I said, wanna take a picture? You know what he said, y'all? Blew my mind. He said, who sent you? Let me say that again. He said, who sent you? I said, what? He said, I'm not taking no picture with you. I don't know who sent you up here. I said, after I've been coming up this bitch, dedicated, 7 months straight, paying my dues every month. He said, who sent me up there? As if I was an agent. Blew my mind. Val, the trainer, looked at me like to say, damn. Right? I said, all right, cool. It was this Mexican. I don't know where this Mexican was from. I would have beat his ass. Right? I would have knocked him out. If they said, y'all two spar and the winner get the picture with Joe Frazier, right? I'd have knocked him out. Cold. Right? But anyway, the Mexican pulls out his camera and said the same thing to Joe. Can I get a picture with you? Guess what Joe did, y'all? He took a picture with him in the middle of the ring. The same picture I wanted, he took with the Mexican. That I know, in fact, I would have destroyed him. You feel me? Because he wasn't in my weight class, first of all. And second of all, I would have punched through his face. For the simple fact, Joe took a picture with you and denied to take the picture with me. So I would have tried to kill him in the ring. Boxing, legal. You feel me? So, I trained. He ain't break my spirit when he said it. But I knew right then and there, this was my last motherfucking day up here. You feel me? This is my last motherfucking day up this joint. And it was, y'all. That was my last day of training. I ain't give him no heads up or none of that shit. I paid attention to the signs, y'all. I paid attention to the signs. Because they be out there. Sometimes we don't pay attention to them. But you can say who sent you up here after I came back and put on an exhibition, after I was coming faithfully, paying my dues faithfully every month, 8 months straight, 7, 8 months straight. And you said who sent me when I asked for a photo, but then you took one with a Mexican, with a slap in my face. With a slap in my face, y'all. Yeah. But that's the story of Joe Frazier being a biased ass motherfucker. So when Muhammad Ali did what he did, I see why. Because Ali seen something that we didn't see. Joe Frazier was a real coon ass nigga. A Sambo ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Muhammad Ali said and did the things he did to Joe Frazier. When he was calling him a monkey, a gorilla, pushing his nose in and all that. Calling him my Uncle Tom and all that shit. Muhammad Ali was right, y'all. Joe Frazier was an Uncle Tom, y'all. Joe Frazier was an Uncle Tom that really ain't give a fuck. Good morning. He really ain't give a fuck about his own people, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But yet, he can get in the bed with a foreigner and take pictures, 2, 3 pictures with him. I guess to make to put the joke on me. You take 2, 3 pictures with him when I just asked for one. It's cool though. But that's my story, y'all, about the Joe Frazier rival. You understand me? And then when I left Joe Frazier's, I ended up going to Upper Darby boxing gym. That's another story, y'all. Another time we gonna get into that because I left Joe Frazier's and went to Upper Darby boxing gym. Shout out to Andy Carr. Shout out to Andy Carr. May his soul rest in peace. Andy Carr. You know what I'm saying? And I went to Upper Darby. I met what's the brother name? Ivan Robinson. His brother was up there at the time, and Bernard Hopkins' nephew was up there training at the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's the next story, y'all. We're gonna get into that. And the rest is history. With that being said, until the next time, y'all. Stand on your square, put the Most High first, and everything else will fall in place. Peace.